To start, I'm going to share this place with you. I think we're envisioning ourselves in that place, Tere. It's called Antalya. What a beautiful place. It's the beaches. It's just like Mexico, very similar to where we go. It's a historic place. It's a place. And over there, I think I want to hold an event there because we're going to have a great time. It's historic. It has beaches. It has the beach. It's beautiful. It's divine. It's a place. And honestly, when I was there, well, I was working almost the whole time. Yes, we were at the beach. Yes, we went to some places, but I didn't do anything like going on a yacht. I didn't do anything like that. I didn't visit places like those waterfalls, which are beautiful. But we could make a really cool plan. But anyway, how do we get to that place? By working. And that's what I want you to envision for yourselves with what we're doing, okay? I want you to understand the plan in detail because right now we're going to Cancun. 20 people from the team are going. It's amazing. We're going to go yachting. We're going to do a bunch of really interesting things. We're going to learn to educate ourselves. But the question is, how can you get there and how can you do it? The first thing is to understand the business plan you have at hand and what you can start developing. All right? Here in your account, well, here you have several things you need to understand. Okay? Let's move on. Let's do a quick review so you can understand the back office. Here, right on the dashboard, you have a performance history. All right? This performance history, where it is generated as a graph. You have the total balance of what you have invested. Total balance. You have the box, the little field for returns, right? You have the one for commissions, total historical returns, and you have rank bonuses, all right? And here, a little box of all the transactions that occur. If you click the button to see the entire history, well, you can see everything. You can see the deposits, you can see the withdrawals, you can see the returns. The returns are what the arbitrage generates directly, and the commissions, okay? So let's break it down a bit more so we can understand better. Down here, you have the new registrations. Here you can see the new registrations as they are made, right? And here you can see the ranking of the people who are earning the most, right? Who are earning the most in the business. Look, we already have people who are earning a lot, really a lot. All of this is managed in dollars. Here we have the language switcher. Right now we have it in English, in French. In French because I have a very good leader over there who is starting in Turkey, Russia, and of course all the people who speak English, and of course Spanish. Okay? Now here we have a calendar. I see several boxes because there were some pools, some investment pools that were managed with a higher yield, but that was just at the beginning. But normally, this is what you should see. Let's take a look here. As you can clearly see right here in this specific profile view, you are currently only able to observe the returns coming directly from the premium pool. This is simply because this particular account exclusively holds the premium pool option at the moment, okay? Now, if you look right here, you can see the total amount that has been generated overall. It shows the complete sum of what is being produced. However, when you take a closer look and go into the transaction history, you will notice that the return figures look a bit different. This is a standard $50 account that has been consistently generating these specific amounts every day, such as $0.37 and $0.38. And this helps us to do a quick calculation here. This person has invested $50, right? $50. Let's use the example that we generated 0.98. So 0.98, which is here. Look, you can see it here. There it says 0.98. That's what we generated. Now, if you take $50 at an interest rate of 0.98%, simple math says that person really should have generated $0.49 in total, right? But if you take a closer look and notice the actual figure here, it clearly says 0.37, right? There is a noticeable discrepancy between what we expected and what is actually shown on the screen. Why does this happen? Because this is divided into certain percentages. So this person with $50, they earn a total of 50%. Therefore, they should earn exactly 1/2 of that 0.98%. That is to say, it equals 0.49%. So if we take the product of 50 and 0.49%, it results in a total profit of exactly 0.24. So what exactly happens next? This specific person is currently generating a much higher result because they have successfully reached their required levels and are also earning a significant additional percentage on top of that. Look, let's take a closer look at these together so you can get a much better idea of exactly what could happen if your own levels are fully activated. Activating these levels will directly make you earn an additional percentage every single day. That additional percentage is also growing much faster because of the power of compound interest working in your favor. If you notice right here, this person already has a total available balance of 5.34 in their account. This right here allows them to earn extra on 55.34, and this allows them to earn a greater profit than what could normally be generated. Remember that. Some people at the beginning had accounts that earned at 70%. This is one of those accounts. Let's look at an account that isn't like this so we can make a clearer example. All right? Tere, do you have your account handy? Let's see if we can do an example with your account that's a bit clearer. I think that one also earns 70%. What? No, I think... Let's see. Check, see if that account is earning at the percentage I'm telling you, or at the percentage lower, because for the example to be really clear right now, these accounts are performing very well, but we need a new account that's at the correct percentage because I don't think this one will be very useful for us. Yes, Juan, I mean the pool premium one, right? Yes, but remember that those accounts, there were some accounts that at the beginning generated a higher percentage. I don't know if you remember that we had a promo. Let's see if I can check here an account from, let's see, and I'll show you if the example works for us again. All right? And here it goes. So this person, let's go back to the example again. This person has a total of 2,286 invested plus 34.12, which is what has been generated, so 2,320. This person is currently doing compound interest, okay? And this is one of the advantages. And it generated 11.31, so 11.31. On the 2,320, we have a profit of 0.48, 0.49. This account is perfect to use as an example. So let's look at this very carefully. What happens? The person invested $2,286, right? And has generated $34.12. $34.12 with these profits generated in the last 3 days, 17, 18, and 19, right? On the first day, we generated 0.991% and 0.98, okay? So what happens? Remember, how much does the user earn? 50%. So 0.98 divided by 2. That person should earn 0.49% in 1 day. Let's do the math. And let's see if that's really what happened to them. So if we take $2,286 and then we add $34.12, which is the exact amount that they have earned so far, right? Let's do the math again. 2,286 plus 34.12. That brings the total to $2,320.12. And all of this is calculated at an interest rate of 0.49%, right? Which is what they should earn. That's the 50%. At a rate of 0.49%, that gives you a total of $11.31 generated. As you can see right here, there is the full calculation. That is exactly what they have earned for this period, right? And that is exactly what we do here. Now I'm going to take a moment to explain this to you next. Right now, right at this moment, thank you. If you leave your capital in the available balance, okay? It earns compound interest at the request of several users, right? Who wanted that balance, what had been generated here, to be transferred and visible here, right? Because they said, well, I see it there, but I don't know if it's earning me anything. So I told them, yes, it is earning you returns. But many people said, no, Juan, I want that available balance to be shown in my total balance so that I know how much capital I have working. So a new option was created, and it's in the button that says here, deposits. What you can do now is choose where you want to deposit from. You can easily deposit funds from an external digital wallet, starting at a minimum of $50, or alternatively, you can choose to deposit directly from your internal commission and accumulated earnings wallets. This convenient method will allow you to effectively utilize that capital and those profits you have already generated, and then proactively put them to work through a powerful financial strategy known as the principle of compound interest. Okay, so with that said, right now you can do it from $50, but we're already working on a small update so that it can be done from a lower amount. $1 to use compound interest. Okay, so you go into your profile, right? You go here to the wallet, click on deposits, and select I want to deposit. And you deposit externally, a QR code appears, and you make the deposit, right? No problem. That's perfectly clear. But what happens that I can create a new request, right? And here it asks me if I want to reinvest from my commissions wallet or from my earnings wallet, and I choose where I want it from. In this case, it could be from the premium pool, right? Which is the one we have active. For those who have the other pools, you can do it from those as well. And here it tells me that I have 431 available. Honestly, compound interest is a phenomenal tool for growth and make our money yield more. I'm going to reinvest $300. Okay? And I click here. I want you to look here again. I have 4,716 in my capital. Do you see that? 4,716. I go to my wallet. I click on deposits. I want to deposit. I choose from the commissions wallet. I want to reinvest the commissions generated. Okay? And I enter $300 here. And I confirm the reinvestment and click reinvest. I accept. It asks me again. And yes, I confirm. And now I already have $5,000 generating for me at the previously mentioned percentage. Remember that this is divided into 3 parts of what is generated, because a lot of people say to me 1, but if I get 1%, I didn't actually earn that. For example, yesterday we generated 1.02. That's what the image shows, right? That is divided into 3 parts. 50% goes to the investor, right? 30% goes to the admin, to us, because everything we do and generate is also a business, right? And 20% goes to the referral plan, okay? The referral plan. From the admin portion, the rank plan is also taken out, which I'll explain to you in a bit. So in this example, the person gets 1.02 times 50%, which comes out to 0.51%. For the 30%, 1.02 times 30%. Let's see, again, 1.02 times 30%, that is 0.30%. And the remainder goes to a referral plan, 1.02 times 20%, 0.20. That referral plan, there it is. There are the percentages. If you add them up, it should match, okay? Good. Now that referral plan is distributed, and here we're going to explain something else. That plan is distributed across 6 levels. Across 6 levels. These 6 levels will generate income for you. On the first level, it's 10%, then 4%, 2.5%, 2%, 1%, and 0.5%. If you ask me what the best strategy would be, the first thing you need to do is activate the levels, because otherwise you can't earn from these referral levels. You have your link here, but if you don't activate the levels, in other words, if this little lock on your profile is red, it means you don't have them. The incentives you need to activate those levels are very simple, very simple. We're going to do a quick review. I know many people are already familiar with this part, but just a quick review because this will be translated into several languages. So we go here to the button that says My Network. You have two ways to deposit here. The first is, let's see, there are a couple of comments here. Thank you very much. Juan asks, what would be the difference if I leave the earned amount in the performance area versus if I send it to reinvestment? Very well. So John, thank you very much for that question. Gian is asking what the difference would be if I leave it here, right? Or if I move it to the balance. So right now, it compounds interest from here. There is no difference. But we're going to activate a little button that will say automatic compounding interest. So when the person generates a profit, it will automatically be added to the balance. If you activate that little button, just one click, it's not available yet, but it will be there in no time. Right now, the development team is working tirelessly on it. All right? If you leave it in available balance starting next week, it will no longer compound interest for you. It will no longer compound interest. The only way for it to compound interest is for you to move it to total balance. All right? It's important that you know this and understand it, because otherwise you'll say, hey, Juan, but I wanted to compound interest. So you choose, you'll have two options if you do it manually. This training is amazing, isn't it, Tere? It's amazing and people are missing out on it. Everything that's happening and what I'm saying here is important because later on, just for not having this information, there will be people who miss out on earning. You won't lose, you'll just stop earning. So this is really important for us to understand. So you have two ways to do it. There will be a little button that says automatic compound interest. Your earnings come in and are automatically added to your balance. You activate the automatic compound interest button, or you say, you know what? Right now, you can only do it with 50, but we're going to enable the option so you can use both your wallets, the earnings wallet and the commissions wallet. So you can do compound interest starting from $1 if you want, with no problem at all. You choose and you say here, for example, in crypto, to deposit externally from outside, it's $50. But internally, you can do compound interest starting from $1. In other words, you can invest from just $1 without any problem. From your two wallets you choose, and all the reinvestments that are made, whether from the 25K pool, 20K, 10K, for those who have them, go to the premium pool under the conditions of the premium pool. Okay, that's clear. Let's go back here again to the network button. So these levels are activated. This is very important because sometimes people don't understand it, they don't get trained, and the leaders don't explain it to them. And the thing is, if you want to build the network, if you want to duplicate, if you want to earn commissions, which is the best thing to do, then you should do that. No, Juan, I just want to reinvest. Well, then you go to the My Wallet section, deposits, and choose deposits, and you can do it without any problem. However, I would tell you to do it as part of the same investment. Then since this investment will also help you activate the levels, then do it this way. How do you do it? By clicking the button that says My Network. In the My Network button, you choose the levels. How many of those levels do you want to activate? I want to activate 6. Each level costs you $50. So you activate all 6, generate the address, right? When you generate the address, you add up those $300. These little locks turn green, which means you can now earn that residual income. Let's understand that this residual income is generated by the performance of the person. You invited someone who invested $10,000, right? That person earned 1%. Let's use a simple example so we don't get confused. $100. You say you have the first level active, which earns you 10%. That means you earn $10. And you earn this for 20 days, so you make $200. And you earn this at the end of the contract when that person turns those $10,000 into $25,000. How much are you going to earn? 10%. You earned $2,500 for having invited that person, which is 25% of your base capital. This is very, very important. A lot of people ask me, Juan, how can I project myself in this business? This business is very easy, very simple to project. Activate the levels, do the complete strategy. Ask the person who invited you what the complete strategy is, because there is a complete strategy, which we no longer explain because it's counterproductive, but you can fully activate the levels and aim to earn 20% of the commission plan all by yourself, right? And that means you earn 20% of the returns. If the person, for example, invested $10,000, right? That person earns 10% per month, because it's not compound interest, because it's just that they made $1,000 in a month and you earn 20% of that. In other words, you earn $200, which is like saying that those $200 are 2% of the $10,000. So you don't get confused with so many numbers. The calculation is really simple. First step, activate the levels. Got it? Second step, do the complete strategy. Ask the person right now, ask them in the chat, say, hey, how do I do the complete strategy? Because they talk about a complete strategy, but I don't know what it is. The person who invited you will give you that information. And third, just go all in, start inviting people, 50, 100, 500, and set yourself a goal. The closest goal in our Latin countries, in a normal country, for you to free yourself from your job or whatever you do, I think with $2,000, you'll be doing very well, right? I mean, if you live in Dubai, you can also get by with $2,000. In London too, I know people who live on $2,000. So with that capital, with $100,000 in sales, right? Well, you are going to earn 2%. I already explained it to you above. That is $2,000. If you set a goal to sell $100,000, one person at 100, one at 50, one at 1,000, one at 2,000, 5,000, boom, you hit 100,000. You make $2,000 a month without any problem. Okay, that is a very, very solid goal, very steady, and this business is very sustainable. If you know this, when you compare this plan with others, it might not seem as flashy, but that is what makes the business more sustainable and long-lasting over time, right? So far, we are very clear on this. How are we doing so far, Teresa? Is what I am saying making sense? Is it being understood or not? Let's see, help me out a bit.
Yes, absolutely, Juan. And this training is really turning out great. I mean, it is information that will help you improve your results, to be able to optimize, right, all the capital you have, create strategies, and be able to grow with all this compound interest. Everything is being explained in great detail. I think we will be able to make tutorials from this too. And to all the leaders who already have a community, even if you only have one guest, please share it with them. If they could not connect, maybe things came up, people went out or are at work and could not join, we need to start sharing the recording of this session so they can start improving their returns. And for everyone who already has, I have spoken with several who tell me, Tere, I have some money coming in a few days. What do you advise? What is the strategy? Well, guys, the answer is this. Exactly what Juan is explaining to you right now. Start organizing your finances, start projecting yourselves, because with these ranks, guys, it is very possible to reach those $2,000 or even more. And tomorrow, Sunday, we are going to be, right, recognizing people who are already making it happen. And look, it is very important to recognize them so you can see for yourselves, because Juan, do you remember the story we have told at some point about a character? I do not remember the name right now, maybe you do. About a guy that you could not run a mile in a certain amount of time, it could not be done, right?
Uh-huh.
Until there was a person, they said, no, that is impossible, the person will have a heart attack. No, none of that. So a guy came along and said, no, I am going to be able to do it. I will do it. And he trained until finally the man broke that record. And nobody could do it. I mean, the doctor said so. Nobody said it was possible to run it. And well, it turns out that after he reached that record, everyone else started being able to break that record too. I mean, if the mind wants it, but the body can't, then no one can. So guys, seeing that other people are reaching the ranks, recognizing them and congratulating them brings you closer to that too, because your mind will see it as possible. Yes, normal people, guys who are at home making invitations. Oscar Rivera, who we see very active with his team, right? Going to people's houses, holding these meetings. It is possible to reach the ranks. That was it.
Very good, very good. Thank you, Teresa. Okay, so gentlemen, this career that you can build here, well, it's quite simple. The truth is, if you start to project yourself, this is extremely easy and simple. I'm telling you here that the first rank you have to reach, yes, for me is this T5. The others are good, but let's say that this one here, for me, is the one where you say, hey, this business has really taken off now. Yes, by the time you get here, you've already sold. Mind you, you don't have to sell it all by yourself. You have to help more people in your community and beyond. When you help more people to achieve their results, to earn more money, to project themselves confidently, to truly believe in themselves, to build up their leadership skills, to get properly educated, and to train and develop, you are making a real difference in their lives. Well, this actually becomes a bit easier. It's known as the multiplier effect. It's really the important factor of creating leaders and then starting to build real wealth within them. If you help them build wealth, I assure you that you'll start generating results. It will start to happen. Yes, so for me, becoming an executive director of the Emirate, yes, that will be the first way to achieve it. Okay? What do you have to do to achieve that first rank? Very simple. Have a minimum package of $4,000 ready in investment. I always say, if you want to have big results, you can't bet small. Because the first thing they're going to ask you is, and how much do you have invested? $50. So, well, then I'll also invest 50. But if you say, I already have an investment of 4,000, then people say, okay, yeah, I'll go in with 1,000. Yeah, I'll go in with 2,000, because you're betting seriously on this business. Serious results, serious profits, results there. I mean, if you bet like, let's try and see what happens, see what occurs, let's see, many things have happened to me and I don't know what, well, it goes the same way, so the result won't come. And then you say, oh yes, look, see, what if I had bet it all? What if I had done it? Look at what happened. So of course, many people, I was in a business that lasted 5 years, and there were people who after 5 years told me, see, what if I had bet on it? And I told them, do you know what I did in 5 years? In 5 years, I visited 30 countries. I built up people who earned more than $1 million. I sold more than $300 million. I built a community of more than 200,000 people. And from there, many people were able to benefit. And of course, like any business, in 5 years, there are people who invest $100,000, $200,000 in a traditional business and fail. And they lose everything and they come back and go out and try again. At least I gained knowledge, experience. I made money. I made many people earn. I mean, I changed my lifestyle completely, my mentality. That's what's going to happen, right? That's what's going to happen here. So what is it that I tell people? $4,000 is fine. Juan, I can't. Well, as you're able to, don't worry. I'm reaching level 5. That's why it's a career level where you achieve it little by little, right? Now, it's very important to do what people are doing right now on the trip. There's a trip that's already been won to Cancun, and that trip is going to be a turning point. I mean, I swear to you, it's going to be a rebirth for many people. Because we're going to network. Sometimes it won't even be the conferences. It won't be that. It's going to be getting to know the others. Come on, and what do you do? And what do you do for a living? And how much do you have invested? And how are you doing? And show me your team. And simply all that networking and seeing that there are people with fewer skills, because one is always measuring oneself. One says, but look at this one and look at how much he's already earning. And me, who can do this, who has these contacts, who can do. So all of that is going to make your leadership start to grow. I already know the drill because I've been in this for more than 16 years. I already know what happens. I'm completely sure. So I already know what's going to happen with this business. The issue here is if this is going to happen for you. So here are some requirements, right? That you can be earning, but I know it's not relevant maybe. Now this is relevant. Reaching T5, I'll leave the previous ones as homework to move forward in the training, okay? And it's the same, reaching $4,000, having 12 direct people, super easy. And having $10,000 in direct volume. And having 125,000 in network volume. Now you say, I have to sell 125,000. No, you have to help other people to earn. If you, for example, this becomes a complete network. If you are this one here, this is you, right? And you invite 3 people. And those 3 people, well, in this case, they have to be 12. But they can be 9 out of 50, and these 3 powerful ones. I have 68 direct ones at this moment. I'm looking for the leader. I'm looking for the leader. I look for more people. I look for more people. I work with new people. I work with new countries. Okay. And it starts to form. And in these three, the leader starts to be found. And that leader finds more leaders and reaches level 100 way down there, which won't count towards the referral plan for earning the residual. Remember, there are 6 levels. Those 6 levels are going to earn you the residual 10% for 2.5. That's only going to earn you from the first 6 levels. But this rank can be achieved with level 100. At level 100, you find a phenomenal leader. And he says, this is what I've been waiting for. He starts working and he brings you $100,000. And those $100,000 add up. They add to your business, and then they meet this requirement. And then you start earning $300. Month after month, they credit it on the first day of each month. Plus, you earn a bonus of $2,000. That $2,000 bonus is added to the rank here and becomes available for you to collect. Okay? That's the best way to collect those ranks. Yes, the $2,000 rank will be useful to you. It's really good. But the one that will help you most will be the $300 one. Now, if you ask me what you should aim for, it's over here. So you can earn a residual bonus of $2,500 month after month for 12 months. Listen very carefully to what I'm going to tell you. When you reach the rank and you've met these requirements, right? That bonus is paid to you for 12 months. In other words, you don't do anything else. You say, you know what? I'm going to take a sabbatical year. With $2,500, my life is sorted. Perfect. There you take your sabbatical year. And during those 12 months, you earn $2,500. Period. That's it. It's done. Now, if you ask me again which rank you need to reach, it's going to be the Global Emirati Ambassador rank. There are more ranks here. It's just that we haven't published them yet. Right? Why? Because we're going to take this business to a point where people earn what a soccer player earns on a monthly basis. Teresa, do you believe it? Do you think that's possible? Imagine, think of a player. Let's look at a player. I like that. I like that.
Let's see. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Give me a name. Give me a player's name.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, Cristiano is somewhere around rank 36. We haven't released that rank yet. Give me a rank. No, it has to be lower. It has to be more normal, more average. Someone you know, do you know about soccer? Give me one of your players from Chile, from Chile, from Chile.
Go with the incredible Wonder Boy.
The Wonder Boy, I don't know his name. The Wonder Boy from Chile. How much does he earn monthly? How much does he earn monthly? And those players, if they get injured, they still get paid. Right? So Alexis, okay. Alexis Sanchez. Okay, so but how much does he earn now? How much? Because he's good. He's not just some average guy. How much does Alexis Sanchez earn now? Monthly? Monthly. Because you see, he's good. So it's going to be, look, him right now per year. This one's good. This one's good. Look, per year, he's going to earn 1 million euros because his level has dropped. I mean, he used to be very good. Now his level has dropped and it says he'll earn about 1.5 million. So if you divide that into months, it's about $100,000, 100,000 euros, right? So if we measure it that way, what's my point with what I'm telling you? You have to believe in the vision. If you believe in the vision of what I'm telling you, that vision will come true for you, right? So right now, aiming for Global Emirati Ambassador is like being a player for a national team. For a national team, maybe in the B League, from not the main league, but the B League. It's a player who earns about $10,000 a month. We're talking about the team over there, Atletico Huila. Over there where you live, Teresa. Over there, right? But it's fine. It's the national team. It's the national team, right? $10,000 can be earned, which is about $120,000 a year, right? Around here, there will be ranks that are for players like the one you were mentioning, Alexis Sanchez or Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. There will be residual bonuses of $100,000, guys. So you can bill $100,000 a month. So you get a bonus of $100,000 a month. No joke. That's huge. That's great. I mean, that's why we built it at that level, and it's at the Emirati level. The Emirati level. Why? Because you're going to become a resident. You're going to become a resident. Over here, there's a bonus that says we'll make you a resident. I mean, just by selling $250,000 in team volume, we'll give you residency. And for that, you have to travel to Dubai and we'll give you residency. So that you enter those levels and we get started. Then you'll have your company set up in Dubai. Why? Because we're going to the expos. You, for example, say, no, you know what? I want to start a company, a coffee sales company, right? So in Dubai, there's a coffee expo. So we create your company and start building relationships. Because this is a business that shouldn't just be based on trading and digital business. We have to start networking. If you want to earn like a player, like Cristiano Ronaldo, like Messi, you have to become that. Not about being the best player in the world, but being the best at what we're doing right now. You can be one of them, but you have to do it step by step. Now, what's going to change your mindset? The events. Definitely, the events will make that happen. I mean, if we don't work from event to event, things just won't happen. You have to put in the effort. One, I'm not a 10. I'm not even a player for Atletico Huila. I'm nowhere near that. What can I do? Start surrounding yourself with those people. Start attending those events, learn, network, listen, see how they behave, what their conversations are like, what they're learning, what they do daily. Yes, I'm telling you straight up, I'm far from being a player like Messi or Cristiano, but I'm going to be a player like them. I'm completely sure of it. Obviously not playing soccer, but in my field, in what I know, that's going to happen. That's going to take place. Why? Because for many years I've been building that. I've lost a lot of money, yes. I've lost many valuable things, but I've gained so much time, experience, and relationships. And now I feel completely confident that with this team, we're going to achieve it. We'll make it more than possible, okay? But this is based on leadership. A great leader named John Maxwell said, everything rises and falls on leadership. And we've been through too much not to be ready to build this in abundance and wealth. We are going to do it. The question here is if this is going to happen for you, right? So, gentlemen, that's it. This is what I wanted to share with you. Truly, thank you so much for being connected here. I think we just missed a little bit about the academy. Let's take a look here. I think they're doing a small update. If it doesn't load, oh, there it is. But we're doing an update to be able to load the sections in other languages because we have material in several languages and we need to train in several languages. And here there's a series of tutorials and also a series on mindset. I invite you to follow it, please, Tere. Let's share the YouTube channel or the Instagram one, all the social networks, so that you know a little bit about everything we're doing. Tomorrow, we're going to have our leadership night, our recognition night. We have a new leader that we are going to recognize because these first steps are extremely valuable. And we'll have him there in the room, a special recognition for him. Besides, we have another channel called Juan Manuel Jimenez Pro. And on this channel, you can take a close look at all of our series. We've built some series in podcast and video formats so that you can train and educate yourself. Series 1, Chaotic Leadership, 2, Leader's DNA, the formula, and now comes Breaking the Matrix, which will be launched next week. We have to finish the formula. If you've missed these chapters, they're being recorded. Follow the Juan Manuel Jimenez Pro channel and start training while you're in the shower, washing the dishes, or scrubbing the floors. That's going to happen. You can't go back to washing dishes. You just can't. Not because it's demeaning, but because you're an influential person and someone who right now has a very big responsibility with all the leadership that's being formed. So you spend your time on that, on adding value. And to add value, guess what you have to do? You have to train yourself. What are you going to talk about? Are you going to talk about sadness, scarcity, or need? You have to talk about greatness and abundance. Even if it's not happening to you right now, your mind is already there. It's already at that level. So if your mind is already at that level, you just need to put in the time, the work, the willingness, and it will happen. The magic we need is going to happen. Okay? Well, everyone, what are we missing, Teresa, to wrap up this training?
Well, Juan, I mean, the training was quite comprehensive. It's mostly about telling people to take advantage of it. I mean, there's one person here in the group who's going to Cancun. We don't know who it is yet, but there are already people who have made that $1,000 investment and practically have that spot. But it's great that you're already, I mean, today is the only day to complete that investment. If you have, say, 500 or perhaps even 600 that you have managed to make this week, you can take the spot that Felix gave us. Felix, our friend from Peru. So take advantage of that opportunity to go to Cancun with all expenses paid, with a dedicated team of leaders, and be one of those exceptional people who could eventually end up earning as much as a professional soccer player or a politician in your country, without all the hate that comes with it and without all the criticism that comes with it. I mean, you would earn it peacefully by doing genuinely good things for people who also want to generate income. So it's great that you can be one of them, but you have to believe it. As Juan Manuel says, you have to believe it's possible for you, because this is already working for other people. And that's why we're doing the recognitions, and that's why we're doing this whole trip with the team to Cancun. I know that the next ones to qualify will be the people who went to Cancun, and have no doubt about it, because they're going to arrive with an energy, with a conviction. I mean, a Zoom call just can't give you that, really. A Zoom can't give you that, no matter how much we want to give you all the information. But only those who experience Cancun will truly know well what's coming, and you definitely can't miss the next trips. You have to be there, you have to put it there in your mind, and it will happen.
Super, super. Let's leave the invitation for everyone to finish. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you to all the leaders who are here. Let's see. I'm going to name them. I know some of them here. Carlos Solares is going to, he's going to Cancun. Congratulations, Carlos. There he is, really giving it his all, working hard and being super cool, always connected and on top of things. I think also Jess is here. I see her here too, which is super cool. It's great to see both of you involved and doing such an amazing job, really putting in the effort and staying engaged.
Jose Yara too.
Jose Yara is also going to, to Cancun, Mexico. Maite, I see her there too. Oscar Rivera. See, those who train are the ones who are going to be there. That's it, it's written. There he is, great, my brother, giving it his all. Who else is out there?
Hey, and Oscar is going with his brother, with Francisco.
Super, super. Jose is also going with family, with the whole family. He's going on this great trip. And well, guys, we're just moments away from arriving at the event. Congratulations on this training and see you soon. Cool, cool. Greetings to Francisco too, who made it. That's great. And who else is there? I'm forgetting someone from those who are connected. Marco, I think he's in Dubai. I think he's in Dubai or in Abu Dhabi.
Abel.
Confirm if it's that Marco or if it's another one. And well, everyone, I'm going to leave you with one last little video here for you to watch. And thank you very much, everyone, for being here connected. Follow us on all our social media and see you soon. Take care, guys. Don't try to act like you don't know where we be. We in the club all the time when the problem pop off, shady aftermath. Special greetings to our entire Indubai trade community. Hello, I want to tell you that we are here in Mexico City and we are very happy. We just finished an incredible event where we met many people, and of course our entire project, our entire business fund, they loved it. And additionally, with our strategic partner Bancos, we are achieving incredible things because it is a solution. Many people know about crypto, many people know, but they don't know how to monetize it, and that's always complicated. Well, now together with Indubai Trade and together with Bancos, we are achieving incredible things. I want you to please join us in Cancun. In Cancun, you will meet entrepreneurs, people, owners of million-dollar companies. And we're going to bring you in to be part of our community, to be part of our fund, and of course, to start earning just like all of our entrepreneurs are. A very special greeting, and I hope to see you in Cancun, Mexico.